We have raid bosses coming to Pokemon Go Fest Grand Finale, and I'm going to make sure that you guys know all the counters, the 100% IVs, and everything you need to know to make sure to take this day to a successful level. Take them down fast because good counters take them down fast in Pokemon Go. So with all that said, let's jump right in. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys excited about Go Fest Global? Are you going to be raiding or are you going to be shiny hunting? And if so, I believe the reason that you're here is probably because you are going to be raiding. So I'm going to give you all 4 of the 100% IVs. I'm going to give you the top counters, and I'm going to give you the megas to use for XL candy, and then also if you are going to go after these Pokemon to fight them. All right, so we are going to have 4 different raid bosses, and they are going to change up every 2 hours for a grand total of 8 hours, 4 rotations. And just remember, guys, you can use some type of auto catcher, whether it be a Pokemon Go Plus, a Go Plus, or something else that you guys can use to make sure to get more Pokemon while you raid to be able to get some potential shinies. So now let's get into the top counters, starting off with number 1, which is going to be Pheromosa. This Pokemon is going to run from 10 all the way until noon. The Pokemon is going to be a fighting and a bug type Pokemon, which gives it a double weakness to flying, and that's what we are going to concentrate around to go after. It's going to have a 100% IV of 1624 or boosted in rainy or cloudy weather at a level 25 100% IV at 2030. All of its moves are going to be fighting type moves, so we don't really have too much to worry about here as far as moves coming at us that may be problematic. And according to Pokebattler, using the right counters, even at level 40, it's going to take 1 trainer to take down this Pokemon, so it is another soloable raid boss, and this is not having level 50 counters, and this is not favorable weather. It is simply just using as is, which is really cool. And the top counters for this one is going to share the top counters for Buzzwole, so we're going to get to Buzzwole, and then I'll give you the top counters for both of them. Buzzwole is also a bug and a fighting type Pokemon. It's going to be double weak to flying. This Pokemon is a little bit more even keeled of a Pokemon. The 100% IV at level 20 is going to be 1977, and boosted in the same conditions to cloudy weather and rainy weather. 100% IV at level 25 is going to be 2472. This Pokemon, once again, is only going to have basically bug moves. It gets 1 poison move, so it's not going to do anything to our counters. We're looking relatively safe as well. And for this Pokemon, at level 40, you're going to be able to take it down in 1.96 trainers using the right Pokemon. So if you do have even more powered up, and if you are getting a windy weather boost, you guys are going to look really good for this Pokemon. So with that said, now let's get into the top counters. This is going to be for Buzzwole and Pheromosa. Number 1 and number 2 are going to be Shadow legendary Pokemon. Number 1 is going to be Moltres with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. Sky Attack being the raid move. It is a legacy move that you will have to Elite TM onto this Pokemon. The next Pokemon is going to be Shadow Ho-Oh, which is going to be hidden power in the flying form. There's a chance that your Pokemon probably won't have that move, but the Brave Bird it can have. But just remember, if it does have Sacred Fire, plus if you're using the Apex, please just unlock a second charge move. Even though it is expensive, it is definitely worth not getting away from that moveset. And as far as a Mega Pokemon, you could use Mega Pidgeot to go after these Pokemon to take it down faster, but what I would recommend is using a Bug or a Fighting type Pokemon to be able to boost this Pokemon. So you have a couple options here to go after it. So as far as this situation goes, looking at multi-purposing it, in our number 1 and 2, I think it's best to go in with a Bug type Mega, which could be Scissor, or you could also use Beedrill. Whichever one you have a Mega level 3 is going to be most important. In our number 2 through 4, which is going to be the second round with Buzzwole, there's a lot of fighting type Pokemon in here. So for this hour, you may consider using something like a Mega Lopunny that would be able to catch more XL candy coming from the Buzzwole. Hopefully you guys have a Mega level 3 Lopunny, which is then going to lead us into the time spot number 3, which is going to be Xurkitree from 2 to 4 p.m. So you have a grand total of 2 hours to go after this electric type Pokemon, which is very, very strong. This Pokemon is going to be weak to one thing, and that is going to be a ground type Pokemon. This Pokemon is going to have a 100% IV of 2249 at level 20 or boosted in one condition, which is going to be rainy weather at 2812. As far as this Pokemon's moveset, it gets pretty much all electric, but it also gets a fairy move and a grass move. The grass move is going to be problematic for our ground type Pokemon. For this Pokemon, being it so strong, it's going to take 3 trainers to take it down at 2.91 according to Pokebattler. And the top counters are going to be relatively shared with the Nihilego, so let's jump into the Nihilego as well. So it looks pretty cool that we have counters that are shared for the first 2 times and the second 2. So Nihilego is going to go all the way from 4 until 6. This Pokemon is a rock and a poison type Pokemon. With that being said, it's going to be double weak to ground, which is why it's going to share counters with the Xurkitree. 100% IV at 2256 or weather boosted under 2 conditions, which is going to be partly cloudy or cloudy weather at 2821 for level 25. 5. Its movesets are going to be all poison and rock types, so we don't really have anything to worry about here. And according to Pokebattler, it's going to take 2.47 trainers, so both of these Pokemon are going to need at least 3 trainers to take it down, unless you are extremely strong and you go after it with the right weather condition. Maybe it's going to be possible, but we're not going to cover that in this video. Alrighty, so as far as the counters, it varies just a little bit in the top, but relatively, here's going to be what the top counters are going to be. Number 1, we have Mudshot and Earthquake on the Therian form of the Landorus. In counter spot number 2, we do have the Garchomp, which is going to be Mudshot and Earth Power. In counter number 3, we have Excadrill with Mud Slap and Drill Run on that Pokemon. And for the Nihilego, the Excadrill is going to be the number 1 recommended counter, but those top 3 are going to be what we look at as most important. In spot number 4, we have Shadow Mamoswine. In spot number 5, we have the Groudon with the Mudshot and Earthquake, followed by Rhyperior with Mud Slap, Earthquake. Then we also have Shadow Mewtwo. And then finally, we have the Incarnate Landis, the Krookodile, and more. So if we're looking at both of these Pokemon, let's take Xurkitree as number 1. You're going to need Manectric to be able to go after this Pokemon if you want the most amount of XL candy coming from it, which I think is very important. And then also during the Xurkitree 2-hour period, there's a lot of electric type Pokemon that you can gain XL candy from. Really hope you guys are at Mega Level 3 with all of the typings that I have recommended. And if not, you want to see the video, check it out up here. For the Nihilego, we are looking at Poison and we are looking at Rock types. So if you were looking at XL candy coming from Nihilego, you could do a rock type Pokemon, such as Aerodactyl Mega would be amazing here. Or you could also do a poison type, such as Mega Beedrill. However, if you're looking to get some XL candy coming from some of the Pokemon in there, you are looking at a different type of Mega, because we have grass type spawning in there, that 2-hour period. We also have Chansey, which is a great one to get XL candy for, and the like. So you're gonna have to really go through there and use a Mega Lopunny if you want the Chansey candy. If you're going for the grass types, you could go for a Venusaur, which would actually be a really good option if you want the grass types and you want the poison type boost from Nihilego. So Venusaur might be that option for you guys that's going to multi-purpose grass as well as that. Just depending on which XL candy you do want, you're going to have to go through and match the typing to the Mega Level 3. So with that said, that's going to be all the counters coming at you guys. Appreciate you guys being here as always. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participates to the next level. See you guys out on the next video. Peace! I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.